Flagship Android devices released in 2021 with Qualcomm's latest and greatest chipset, the Snapdragon 888, have yet to defeat Apple's A14 Bionic chipset. That being said, Asus have finally released their overpowered gaming-centric device, the ROG Phone 5. Can this new monster of a phone finally be the one to outperform the iPhone 12 Pro Max, or will it follow suit and submit to the Apple King? The iPhone comes paired with Apple's A14 Bionic chip, run on 5nm tech, 6GB of LPDDR4X RAM and NVMe storage, while the ginormous ROG Phone 5 houses Qualcomm's 5nm run Snapdragon 888 CPU, 12GB of LPDDR5 RAM, and UFS 3.1 storage. They have both been updated to their latest available software updates. The ROG Phone can go all the way up to 144Hz screen refresh rate, while the iPhone is still stuck to 60. I will be enabling the ROG Phone's powerful mode, which is indeed X mode, as well as OptiFlex to reduce app launch speeds. We'll also make sure that all battery optimizations are disabled for the apps that we'll be running through today, and for some strange reason there are no options to reduce the animation skills within developer options, so I'm just going to remove it from the accessibility menu. Round 1 will be all about boot, fingerprint and face unlock. Round 2 will be about initial opening of app speed, and round 3 will be all about RAM management. Using my fingers over here, so to keep things accurate, we're going to pop GoPro footage at the bottom left hand corner. This is TechNick, and without further ado, let's go. First things first, in round 1, see which one can boot on faster. Which one is it going to be? It is indeed the iPhone 12 Pro Max with 18 seconds picking up its first points in round 1, as opposed to 28 seconds on the ROG Phone 5. Going into the home screen and refreshing the app icons, the iPhone picks up its second points over there. ROG Phone 5 taking a hell of a lot longer to do that. And jumping into the under display fingerprint sensor of the ROG Phone 5, it is optical, comparing it to the 3D facial recognition system on the iPhone. Since the iPhone lacks a fingerprint sensor and the ROG lacks 3D facial recognition, the ROG was quicker every single time there. Comparing the 2D facial recognition on the ROG to the iPhone's 3D facial recognition, the ROG came on top one time there, getting it its second point in round 1, closing off round 1 with 2 points apiece. Making sure we're hooked to the same Wi-Fi network and all apps are indeed closed in the background. Opening the first app here, which is settings in round 2, the ROG Phone 5 opens quicker, and it goes ahead and opens up the calculator app quicker than the iPhone as well. System apps over here, the ROG Phone seems to be coming out on top. What about the camera app? Well, unfortunately not this time around. The iPhone 12 Pro Max picks up its first points, but the ROG Phone 5 flips to the selfie cam quicker, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max takes the snap quicker and saves it to gallery quicker. 3 points on the ROG as opposed to 2 points on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Going into the gallery app, the ROG was quicker and opening up the photo quicker as well. 5 points for the ROG now, 2 points for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Going into Adobe Photoshop Express, our first non-system app over here, the iPhone 12 Pro Max opens it up quicker. The ROG Phone 5 goes into the picture quicker, but the iPhone loaded the page quicker, so no point was allocated over there. And saving both of these to the respective gallery on each device. The ROG said save to gallery at the bottom of the device quicker than it said save to gallery at the top of the iPhone device, getting the ROG Phone 5 its 6th point, now double the points of the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now more than that, after going into Adobe Rush, a video editing app, slightly quicker, and going into the project quicker as well with a 5-point lead now. Now it's going to be all about exporting this a 4K 25 frames per second clip. We're going to be compressing it down to 1080p, but matching the frame rate of 25 frames per second and hitting export, which one can render it quicker. Remember, we do have NVMe storage on the iPhone 12 Pro Max as opposed to UFS 3.1 storage on the Asus ROG Phone 5. I've left them at real time over here, and the iPhone did it in just 4 seconds. Absolutely phenomenal. It never seems to change at all. 8.5 seconds on the ROG Phone 5 here. Not bad at all, I must say. For UFS 3.1 storage, I usually get over 10 seconds, but the iPhone still came out on top that round. So 4 points, now 5 points after opening up Spotify slightly quicker than the ROG Phone 5. Now going into Astral VPN, the iPhone always seems to open this one up quicker, and it does. 6 points for the iPhone 12 Pro Max, just 2 points behind the ROG. And we turned it on over here, and they turned on at the same time, since there was a little loading icon in the center of the iPhone screen, which disappeared the same time the ROG Phone 5 actually enabled it. The ROG Phone 5 opened up Google Chrome slightly quicker, now at 9 points, a 3-point lead over the iPhone, 6 points. Going into Facebook over here, the ROG Phone goes into that double-digit lead now with 10 points here as opposed to the 6 points on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. 4 points ahead so far, so good for the Asus ROG Phone 5. And going into Instagram, the iPhone 12 Pro Max was slightly quicker that time around. Jumping into Twitter, it switches back around. The ROG Phone 5 picked up its 11th point now, once again a 4-point lead over the iPhone 12 Pro Max, which does cost a hell of a lot more than the basic ROG Phone 5, which I have over over here. Going into YouTube over here, a video streaming app, well, what you guys are watching on right now, the ROG Phone 5 picks up its 12th point, and heading over to my profile, which one can snag this point over here? It looks like it was going to be the ROG. It was indeed the iPhone 12 Pro Max picking up its 8th point. Once again, just 4 points behind the ROG Phone 5. Now 5 points behind after the ROG Phone 5 opened up one of my videos quicker, loaded the page quicker, and obviously started playing the video quicker as well. Going into the next video service here, which is Netflix. Jumping into that one, the ROG Phone 5 significantly quicker that time around, been opening it up. Going into my profile, however, the ROG Phone 5 was quicker, but the iPhone loaded the page quicker. So once again, no point allocated over here. Nice 6-point lead toward the ROG Phone 5. It's going to get pretty interesting here when it comes to benchmarks, starting with the CPU benchmark Geekbench. The iPhone 12 Pro Max opened it up quicker. I have sped things up bottom right hand corner. I'm going to slow it back down, 1 minute and 58 seconds for the iPhone as opposed to 2 minutes and 31 seconds on the ROG Phone 5, and the iPhone has a significantly higher single and multi-core score from Geekbench 5. Going into our next benchmark, testing out the GPU of both devices is 3D Mark Wildlife. We're going to speed it up once again and slow it back down. The iPhone did open the app quicker though, so just 3 points behind the ROG now, and it finished quicker as well, picking up its 12th point, now just 2 points behind the ROG. 1 minute and 9 seconds for the iPhone as opposed to 1 minute and 12.5 for the ROG Phone. The ROG got 34.4 FPS as opposed to 47 frames per second on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Very, very interesting. A first game of 4 over here, jumping into Subway Surfers. Which one is going to take the cake? This is extremely close. Very, very close. It is the ROG Phone 5, but by a hair of a second picks up its 15th point, just 3 points ahead of the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Going into our third last game, third last app of the 20, Temple Run 2, sped it up, slowed it back down. Once again, the ROG Phone 5 picks up its 16th points as opposed to the 12 points on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, once again with a 4-point lead. Going into Among Us, a game that we've all come to know and love in the past year. Jumping into that one, they've changed their launch animation a bit, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max is doing slightly better this time around, when before it was always the Android devices that came out on top. So just a 3-point advantage for the ROG Phone 5, meaning that the iPhone cannot come back from this since there's just 1 point left on the table, and that is for PUBG Mobile, which once again, the gaming-centric ROG Phone 5 opens up 2 seconds quicker than the iPhone 12 Pro Max, wrapping up round 2 with 17 points toward the ROG Phone 5 as opposed to 13 on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and as we saw throughout the test, a 4-point advantage there. When it comes to RAM management, we have 12 gigs of RAM on the ROG, 6 gigs of LPDDR4X RAM on the iPhone, where we have LPDDR5 RAM on the ROG Phone 5, and neither of them are sweating when keeping 20 apps open in the background, and honestly, they really shouldn't. 6 gigs of RAM is more than enough if you ask me, and you can see the iPhone is proving it with great optimization, so 0 points apiece since they kept all apps open in the background. Total score over here, 19 points for the Asus ROG Phone 5 as opposed to 15 for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So yes, I guess we can finally safely say that the iPhone 12 Pro Max has been dethroned, but we're gonna have to wait and see what Apple does with the iPhone 13 lineup later this year. Stay tuned for that one. This is TechNick, and I'll catch you in the next one.